YuGiOh101 card review. Here to review a card that was released October 17th in Breakers of Shadows. A score. The Melodious Diva. It's a light fairy effect monster. Level 2 attack defense 200. Description: when a Melodious monster you controls battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation in either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. The opponent's monster's attack and defense becomes 0 until the end of this turn. Nice hand trap. Very nice hand trap. Uh, Obviously, the Melodious monsters aren't necessarily as far as attack power goes, the strongest out there, but they do have some aces up their sleeve between like Aria and some of the other Melodious monsters that have some good protection and some nice tech. And this just adding to it most definitely makes them, I guess you could say, a little bit more formidable. Because it's always good to have a hand trap that can, as far as battle goes, tilt things in your favor. You know, because again, they don't really have like the strongest monsters in the game. So when you look at their strategies, and you look at, I mean, even though they're more of like an Exceed archetype anyway. Well, not even an Exceed archetype because they can stand alone without using Exceeds. But even though they're an archetype that doesn't, really do too much, it's good to have that hand trap as a backup plan. As the ace in the hole, I guess you will say. So this isn't a card that you necessarily want to summon to the field. Obviously, I mean, unless you're going for like a synchro summon and you need those extra 2 levels to get whatever you're trying to get out. But preferably, you don't want to put this card in your hand. That's kind of like a bad move, obviously. So only thing you can really rely on is just getting you some draw power and things like that. After using its effect, you can use Shapina or Shopina, or however you pronounce that Melodious Diva's name. But she can recycle other Melodious Divas from the graveyard, so that'll obviously be a good thing to do in order for you to reuse this effect without you necessarily having to worry about trying to draw another Melodious Diva. I would say solo the Melodious Songstress would be a good suggestion, but obviously, solo the Melodious Songstress special summons Melodious monsters from the main deck onto the field. And again, this is not a card you would want to have on the field unless you're going for like a synchro summon. But typically, you don't want this card on the field. You want to keep this in your hand as your ace in the hole in order to tilt things into your favor. So that's basically it as far as that goes. There's first movement solo, which again is a bad suggestion because you don't want to put it on the field. So you just got to rely on draw power in order to get like the full effect of this. Like I would not say try to summon this thing to the field unless you know for certain you can like get an Exceed summon or a synchro summon off of it. Otherwise, keep it in your hands. So link to this card is going to be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll see you for the next card review. Peace.